Hi Sanjana, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm good. What about you?
I'm good too. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, sir. Thank you for letting me introduce myself. My name is Sanjana Patil, and I am from Hyderabad. Like I am born and brought up in Maharashtra. I completed study from Maharashtra Marathwada University. Then I got married and I came to Hyderabad. Now currently I am living in Hyderabad. I completed my software testing course in automation manual both, and currently I am looking for the job.
Okay. What is the difference between waterfall and agile methodology?
Um, where both are the software development models,
Hmm.
where waterfall is a sequential model and agile is an incremental model. So sequential models are referred for the small size of product. So waterfall model we use when for the small size of product, in which requirements are very clear. So as requirements are clear, so testing process is very validation only. Means after the developing the application, we'll do the testing process. We'll perform the testing. That is validation. In agile model, it is the incremental model where the big size of product are divided into modules, and the model further divided into a small portion called sprint, and the application are developed by sprint by application is developed as sprint by sprint, where the changing process are acceptable, and it is you like we are in agile model, communication with the clients in a basic regular basis. So the changing process also easy, and the testing process also easy, and requirements like client talking communication with the clients will make sure like give us the confidence to build the application properly, and taking suggestions or the point of views from the clients will make the process of developing and the testing process easy.
Okay. So what is the difference between you told about the difference between the two, but what about which methodology is more preferable, more better?
Agile methodology is more preferable, sir,
Hmm.
because the testing process will be conducted from the initial stage of the development. So it is easy to find the defect, and the it is like rectifying defects or in early stages will make the process easier and time consuming also. Will it is take the less time. So agile methodology is preferable than waterfall model.
Okay, okay. Let me share my screen. So if this question you are being asked in an interview, then is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes,
See, waterfall is a sequential methodology.
yes.
Until and unless that particular phase is not completed, you won't be able to proceed ahead with the next phase, right? So it's a kind of a linear methodology, right? And in waterfall model, the development cycle is longer. You cannot start testing until and unless the development is done, right? And even if there is a change in the requirement or there is a change in anything, for example, in functionalities or in some particular features, it becomes very hard to accumulate those things in the waterfall model. Whereas in agile model, it's an incremental methodology. So agile, the cycle is broken into the various sprints, each lasting 2 to 3 weeks. And you will have discussions, you will have demos with your customers, with your stakeholders, with your clients, and whatever improvement needs to be done, it would be done at the same particular time itself. So that's why agile is more preferable. Okay. Now I'll show you one healthcare domain website. Let's say if you get this website to test, okay, what would be your test scenarios? And what are the different types of testing that you can do here?
Firstly, I'll go for the UI testing, sir.
Hmm.
user interface testing.
Then,
I'll check the logo.
hmm.
Firstly, like any requirements from the client side or for the tester.
Okay, let's say there are no requirements given to you, right? You have
Okay.
to, yeah, you have been given this task of testing this website. So, what would be your approach, and which type of testing will you do?
I will do the UI testing, like functional and non-functional both testings. Uh, Firstly, I'll check for the logo. Is the proper as required? The logo is means the color, size,
Hmm.
and design of the logo is perfect. The spellings
Okay.
of that, like then this is. I'll check the image is like image is changing, no sir. So if,
Hmm.
according to requirements, I'll check that also, like image is proper image, images are there, the size of images, type of images, and the images are changing like frequently. So they are what how much time they are taking to change the image, changing or not. Then after that, I'll check every like these tags, every research there, health professionals, and the service and clinics. These are I will check the every tag, every single link, and then after that, if after UI testing, in functional testing, I will check there is a register now button is there. So I'll go and check on the register now button. Like if I am a new user in this, so like I'll check that I have to register for their site or using this application. Then I will check if uh, given today that working or not. I will check for that. Then there is a search button is there. I
Hmm.
will check for that, that there is that search button is performing correctly or not. Then the donate button is there. I will check for that also. Then there are many tags are there here, means about locations, careers, our doctors, news and events. I will check for each and everything, sir.
Okay. So you were telling you would be testing all these things. But if the requirements are not given to you, the very first thing that you need to do is you need to start with the exploratory testing, right? What is
Okay,
exploratory
yes.
testing? So you would be exploring the
Exploring the
application.
application.
Yeah, you would
Yes,
be
yes.
exploring the website and you will be understanding the flow of that website and you will be testing simultaneously. So both the things would be happening parallelly. So before going with the functional testing, before going with the non-functional testing, go with the
Yes.
exploratory testing
Ab-
first. When you are going with the exploratory testing, give first priority to the functionality in the website. See, images is
Okay.
there, UI, UX is there, that is fine. That can be taken care after some particular time. But first priority should be given to the functionality. If the application is not working functionally well, or if the application's features or functionalities are not stable enough, then the UI, UX or the images also won't help you much.
Yes, sir.
So that's how you have to deal with the functionality first.
Okay.
Okay, so start with exploratory testing, do some documentation along with the observations that you find, have a discussion within your team, share that flow with the other team members because you don't have documentation, you are working as a team, right? And then you have to raise those defects, get those defects fixed, again retest them, see if any other functionalities are still to be explored. In such kind of cycles you have to work. Once the functional testing is done, then you will go with the non-functional testing. And before starting with the non-functional testing, you will have a word with your client or with your customer as what are the expectations from them. You will ask them to provide you some kind of non-functional requirements. that one particular screen is there. So it should get loaded in some particular time, right? So maybe they might give you 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, it depends on them. So you have to get those statistics from them, and then only you have to start with the non-functional testing.
Okay.
Okay. Now consider there is a similar kind of an healthcare domain website. Okay.
Okay.
So, which are the different types of testing? So, you covered functionality testing, you covered exploratory, you covered non-functional testing. Apart from that, which other testing will you perform?
Um, like performance testing and user acceptance testing.
Mhm. Then,
Like in functional testing, there's smoke testing, sanity testing,
yeah,
unit.
that's fine. Apart from
Uh,
that, any other testing type that you are able to recall?
like performance testing, load testing, stress
Right.
testing.
What about usability testing?
Yes, usability testing,
Right.
compatibility testing.
Yeah, those you can perform.
Yes.
What is compatibility testing?
Uh, Compatibility testing means an application will be able to like work on the multiple platforms, different operating system, different devices like in laptop, in tablet, or in mobile. The application working in the different platforms, checking this means compatibility testing.
Okay. Now consider, so let me share my screen.
For example, if I am
Mm-hmm.
using WhatsApp, like I am able to use WhatsApp and on my phone also and
Okay.
on my laptop also.
Mm-hmm.
So this is compatibility testing.
Okay, fine. So now let me share my screen. Now this is an integration test scenario. So you have one hospital management system, again related to healthcare domain, and you have a pharmacy system. How would you come up with the integration test scenarios between the two, hospital management system and the pharmacy system?
Okay. So as in a hospital that
Mm-hmm.
patients are like visit and meets with the doctor, and doctor writes some like medicines or to purchase them. So so patients basically will go to the pharmacy system, means like in online when patients meeting with the doctors, talking with the doctors after the appointment, they are able to like uh, means visit the pharmacy system and purchasing the medicines from there. So the patients are able to like register on these both of the sites in the hospital management system and pharmacy system.
Okay, but I need, so you're telling about purchasing. Okay, what other scenarios?
Like in hospital also, they also needs means they hospital team also need the access on the pharmacy system, like they also know about the what type of medicines are in the store right now on the sites. They also like able to access the pharmacy site. So that's the hospital
Yeah,
management team is
right. So in the hospital, people will be able to access pharmacies,
access
websites,
the
and
pharmacy
right, and
system.
pharmacies people would be able to see which
See the
patient needs what,
hospital management.
right?
Yes.
But how would
Yes.
you test that integration?
Means I will test for first like hospital management team is able to log in the pharmacy system, like able to access the pharmacy system means pharmacy system, and then like they are able to find like search for the um, medicines, what like hospital team, what medicines they want, or how they want to access, so they are able to access or not. And again, pharmacy system team also able to access the management, hospital management system or not, like they are able to keep track on the what people want, like hospital management team want, they're able to track that changes, like what requirement is there. So the pharmacy system is able to track that requirement, or um, like um,
Mhm.
find that requirement or not.
Okay. See, I'll tell you the answer. What is integration testing?
Integration testing means, like, sir, sorry sir, system integration testing or integration testing?
Just integration testing.
Integration testing means combining the small units together and making one integration, means making one unit, and checking that after combining the small units together, uh, making sure that the logical output is matching with the business requirement, or correct, the inputs of that units are producing the correct output, logical output or not.
Theoretically, it's looks good. Now, practically, I'll tell you. See, let me share my screen. Is the screen visible to you?
Yes, yes, sir.
See, there are two systems now between which the integration is happening, hospital management system and a pharmacy system. So, as a part of integration testing, what you will do is you will ensure the data is flowing correctly between the two systems. When you say data flow, that is integration testing. So, in an interview, you have to use these words, data flows. See, in an interview, it would be very important what is the choice of the words that you are using for giving
Yes,
answers. Then you'll verify that the prescriptions generated in the HMS are accurately reflected in the pharmacist system. So consider there is a patient who is dealing with fever, and accordingly, the medicines that has been prescribed by the doctor, those should be reflected in the pharmacy system. For example, two medicines and one any kind of liquid medicine he has. So three medicines. So those should be reflected in the pharmacy system. Then there should be correct updates in the inventory as well as in patient records. So inventory means if any medicines are available at which quantity, if it is not available, so those kind of updates in the inventory should be done. As and those sync should be there with the patient records. For example, if any medicines has to be given to those particular patients, then after that the count should be updated. So those kind of integration scenarios you can test. We can also perform some negative testing. How you can perform the negative testing is you can reduce the number of medicines which patient is trying to avail, and then you can see if the system is giving you some error or system is showing you some message that this particular medicine is no longer available with us, those kind of things, right? So you need to test these end-to-end things when you are doing integration testing. Okay, so this was about integration testing. Now, what is Scrum?
Scrum is a agile methodology in which developer and tester will perform together. Means it is a team, Scrum team, where the all the development people, testing people perform together on the application. There is a Scrum master who will assign all the works in the team, like who need what to do the further, that further steps to develop the application or test the application. The Scrum Master will assign the work to the team, and according to that, they will develop the sprint.
Then
And there is a Scrum meeting also in the daily basis, daily stand-up calls. Also, daily stand-up calls also are there in Scrum. There is a product owner also. Then in Scrum, Like that is enough, sir.
So what is the difference between Agile and Scrum?
So Scrum is a method of the um, agile software development methodologies. One method is Scrum.
Method is Scrum. Sorry, can you
Sorry,
give me some
Scrum is a
example?
model.
Yeah,
Scrum is a one model in agile
Scrum is a model in Agile.
of
Okay. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. What is the difference between Agile and Scrum? So please put your answers in the comment section of the video. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm sharing you one screen. You need to find the defects in that particular screen. Wait, let me minimize this. Okay, let me share my screen now. So are you aware about Naukri.com?
Yes, sir.
You are aware. You have seen Naukri.com page.
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you once again. See, this is a page of Naukri.com. Is this page visible to you?
Yes.
Huh? You have this logo of Naukri. You have login button. You have register button. You have this search. You can search via skills, companies. You can select experience. You can enter location. Right now, what happened is when you came on Monday and you started, imagine you are testing this website in one of the project. You came on Monday. This website was working fine, and you were continuing the testing. On Tuesday, when you came, you found this home page in this manner. Okay, then what will you do? Are you able to see the problems with the page now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So okay, so can you tell me what are the problems at a high level first?
Like
Hmm,
I'm not able to see the
correct.
login button,
Right. Right.
register button,
So
and the search
hmm,
enter skills designations, and that the next option
companies is not visible, right?
companies
So
is not visible.
Monday this web page was working absolutely fine. You were testing it. You didn't find any such issues. On Tuesday when you came, you were able to see such kind of issues. Then what will you do? Will you raise a defect or not?
I will first prefer to talk with the developer.
Oh, so you will have a word with the developer. Okay, now let's say the development team is not available. They are on a holiday. Then what will you do?
I will explore by myself like what is
Right,
wrong
right.
with this site.
So what you will do? Yeah, how you will explore?
Mm, like I'll first try that this is like manually go and try that login is working. After I am not able to see this, but
Hmm,
after clicking that is it working or not, and I will check for that, and will try to find like what's wrong with this site, like previously
hmm,
worked. I'll go back and check all the previously worked scenarios and everything. If not working, then I will like talk with the team lead or the test lead.
right, yes. What else? So you'll have a word with your team lead. That's fine. Then what else you will do? What happened?
Like what?
You're not liking this page.
No, no, nothing like that. Like I am thinking at
Uh,
what to say next.
oh, these things will happen with you in the companies. When you get a
Okay.
job, these things do happen. Uh, on one of the days, the things are working fine. The screens are working, looking good, positive. You are testing them. On the next day, all of a sudden, the screens are not working. So, what will you do?
That is like I'll.
Yeah, so that's a good attempt. Yeah, that's a good attempt. See, if I would have been at your place, what I would have done is, see, there is no need to have a word with the development team. You can
Okay.
check if any new deployments has been done overnight. So you left the office maybe at 7 p.m. You came back in the office at 10 a.m. next day. Between that window, if any deployment has happened or not.
Yes.
If
Yes.
any deployment has happened and this thing is, you should raise a
Like
defect, right?
yeah, it is a part of maybe regression testing. Something new updates are there, and that is affecting the
So yeah, so
site.
regression testing is something that the fixes are done and those things. But in the smoke testing itself, you'll come to know there are some problems with the page. So
Yes.
you will see, okay, the build has been delivered, the was done overnight. Okay, the release was done overnight, so that means there were some changes made by the development team, but somehow they could not test it, or somehow they were not aware, and now these problems you are seeing. So you'll immediately raise a defect, and you will also have a word with your test leads. And in your agile methodology, you have a daily stand-up calls in the morning. So
Yes.
you'll highlight that there was one release done yesterday, and because of which now your testing is blocked because the page is broken, the application is not stable now, right? So you did two things. One is you communicated with your team members. In a daily
Yes.
stand-up call, you will have developers, you will have scrum masters, you will have your team leads. No need to communicate individually with them. You can
Yes.
directly tell in the sync up call itself, see, I got this in the morning. And meanwhile, you raise a ticket as well. You raise a defect so that um, it is there in the Jira for their reference. Your time is getting wasted. You are not
Yes.
getting the stable application for testing. Then you cannot start testing. Even if now you will test, tomorrow again you will lose the confidence because the application is not stable. Yesterday it was working fine. Today, see, it's not stable at all, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, what would be the severity and priority of this defect? Very simple question. Hmm,
Security and priority of
Priority. Yes, yes.
like the login button is not working, and the
Hmm,
register button is also not working.
Not working. Did you check it was working or not?
Like this is not visible to me, no, sir. So
Okay.
that's
So, see, the UI is not displayed properly. What you can check is maybe by clicking on that button, you can test it once if the functionality is working or is it just the UI UX is distorted. Okay, now consider two scenarios. Okay, from your answer, I'm making two questions. If the functionality is working, but UI UX is not displayed properly, then what would be the severity? What would be the priority?
the severity is low, but priority is high
Okay,
if
if
UI is
functionality,
not working.
if UI
But
is
if
not
the
working,
functionality is not working
huh,
properly, then it
right.
is the high severity and high priority.
Great, great, wonderful. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Mm, Okay, what is work life cycle?
Bug life cycle.
Mm,
Like this is the phase of finding defect to the closure of the defect. Like and this contains of several steps.
mm,
When tester start testing the application, while testing the application, if tester finds any defect, then it is called new defect, and tester register the defect in a defect life cycle or bug life cycle reports as a new, then release the build to the developer. When developer receives the build, then they will validate that defect is like how means they validate the defect. Then if the defect is like according to them, if the defect is correct, then they will change the defect's status as new to open. If the defect is not value means defect is not correct, then they reject the defect and change the status as rejected. If defects is not clear to the developer, then they'll change the status of the defect to the hold, like they put on the hold. And after the evaluating the defects, developer start rectifying the defect. If defect is after rectified the defect, after fixing the defect, developer change the defect status as fixed, and make create one new build, and that build releases to the tester. Tester again test that defect, like tester perform the retesting on that build, and check that defect is correctly rectified or not. If it is rectified, then tester will close the defect. If not, then tester will change the status as reopen, and again register the defect in the defect life cycle,
Okay,
and send it to the developer. This process will continues until all the registered defect are rectified correctly, and then close the tester will close after the rectification. Tester do the regression testing. Again, if there is any defect in the found in the regression testing, they will again register as a new defect. This process is until like when the all the defects are rectified, then tester close the defects.
okay. Now, let me take you an example. Let me take you to one of the website. Okay, this is one of the website. Okay, your manager or your client is telling that you need to come up with the test scenarios. This is written in some different language.
Yes.
Okay, this would be converted to the English language. Okay, so you have to come up with the test scenarios for testing the internationalization, you can say, for this particular website. Are you getting it? The question?
No, sir. No, sir. Like, can you come
Okay,
again?
okay. This is a website which is developed in Sri Lanka. Okay, it's
Okay.
developed in different language. You have got few of the text in English, few of the text in different language.
Okay.
Now your client is raising a request that you need to come up, you need to test as this website whole would be converted to full English language. Everything would be converted to English language. Okay. So can you tell me the high level test scenarios, what all things you'll be testing?
Like means I have to convert this into the English.
You don't have to convert. The development team will do that. The programming team will do that conversion. Okay, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to test the website after the conversion to English
Okay.
language.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Then
Okay.
what will you test? What would be your test scenarios?
Like the requirements are any requirements are there too, sir?
Requirements, yes, requirements are available with you because this website was developed and tested earlier with you, right? So BRDs, FRDs are available. It's an e-commerce website.
Okay. So according to the requirements, if
Hmm.
I'll start with the functional testing.
But very good thing. You're asking about requirements. That's a very good thing. Where did you get this idea about asking about requirements?
I will follow your videos, so sir,
Okay,
I will get this idea
okay,
from
great.
you only.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Um, I will first of all I will check for this search button, like the search bar is there, that
Hmm.
is working properly or not. And if I am new to this site, then I'm able to register or not. I will check for that. Again, I will if I am a old user, I have an account, so I'll try to log in. After login, I'll like check if like for search button is working properly or not. Then it is the post your ad free, like I have checked like ad free is like after clicking that means on some website, if you are want ad free application, then you have to pay something, no? So I will check for that. And I will check these like toys and games, fashion,
So,
property, everything is.
so these would be your generic test scenarios,
Yes.
which you have already tested.
Okay.
Huh? Now your website is getting changed from this language to English
Okay.
language.
Okay. Now I
Yeah.
got it, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll check that these the globalization testing, like it is supporting the language, updated language is like properly updated. The language means what the paras or there, the language which transformed the Sri Lankan language to the English, that is properly transferred, means um, these are correct or not. I will check for that.
Hmm.
It is comes under the UI testing.
UI testing. Okay. What else?
And these links also there, no? Click here, which is written in the that language, that like working properly or not. I will check for that also. And the slides, after converting the language to English, the slides are working properly or not. I will check for that also.
Okay.
After that, like changes are happened in this website, so
Hmm.
these changes are making any side effects or not. I will check for that also.
Okay. Right. But what about
As for
internationalization?
the
Yeah.
requirement of the client,
Uh-huh.
according to that, the changes will means should change should be like according to end user. So I will check, firstly I will check for in that perspective, like these are changes are matching with the business requirement, client requirement or not. Check for that.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. So mainly when you are doing internationalization testing or you are doing globalization testing, what you have to focus is the messages, the validation messages, the confirmation messages, the currency.
Yes.
Those things should be properly updated, right? And you have the requirements ready. You have test cases available with you, right? You just have to update the test data and accordingly you have to
Yes.
test them,
Yes.
right? So that's also one of the approach. Test cases are there, test data would be there. Just change the test data and check how are the things working now. And test in different browsers, go with functional testing, those kind of aspects, right? Okay, Sanjana, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, yeah, thank you.